What's up, guys? I'm Random Frank P. Today we have a little impromptu unboxing. Got a package here from Adorama, and I'm pretty sure this is my new camera. I will be fully upgrading from the camera that I'm using now to the URSA Mini. So we're going to take a look inside, show it off for you guys, give a little first look at the camera that I'll be using on this channel from here on out. Oh man. Get that out of here. Oh, here it is. There it is, guys. The URSA Mini. Now, this cost me $29.95. That's the base price for the camera. There was a $5,000 version for the 4.6K sensor, but I opted to go with the 4K sensor, which is, just fine for 4K content. But the issue is all the other parts for this are very expensive. So I spent near $5,000 just to get this thing up and running with batteries, lenses, a battery mount. So yeah, even the memory cards were ridiculous. I use CFast cards, and they are insane. Even my 128GB memory card was like almost $250 just for that. So yes, let's open this thing up. Let's take a look around the box. It does include their DaVinci Resolve Studio software, which is great for video editing and professional advanced color correction. They use this in a lot of Hollywood movies, actually. You guys ready? You guys ready for this? Alright, first thing off the bat, we get a nice little welcome, this bronze color. Well, there is the software and the manual right in this little memory card here. That's pretty cool. So that's where I assume the DaVinci software is going to be. Alright. Oh, nope, maybe not. This is where the software will be. Okay, so again, we have a DaVinci Resolve flash drive and a memory card, which I guess is going to... I don't know the difference. Like, what's the software? This is probably the software to get the camera up and running if I want to use like some of their like importing stuff, and not too sure what the difference is here. This has software and manual on the memory card. On the flash drive, just has Resolve. So that's probably what the software is. Take this nice foam out. Oh, tastes like Christmas for me. There it is. There it is. First test right here. Damn. Well, it is very cold since it was on the truck for delivery all day and it's cold outside, so that's understandable. But this is so light. Like, if you look at it, it's a pretty big camera. But the size of this for its weight, I mean, it's not an easy one-hander here. It does have some weight to it, especially with a lens and the optional accessories. But this is very lightweight for the size. Coming in, I think it's maybe around 5 pounds? I don't know. Huh. Oh man. Here it is. This is insane. It is very cold though, because it's been on the truck all day. And this is metal. So we have a little, like a hand strap for holding it here. This is, I assume, it's not an aux cord. Not too sure what this is going to be for. And we have some other stuff. So I'll put this over here for now. Just in the background so you guys can see. Let's take a look inside here. Oh, this is the power supply. So they give you a power supply so you could use it and get up and running right away in case you don't have an external battery. So this is going to be good for like in-studio use where you're not going to be out in the field with this. So I can power it up without actually using the battery, which is pretty good. Going to save some weight to it as well. Yep, that's the battery pack. Looks like I'll have to do some assembly here. Got a little Molex connector. I'll read about that later on, but yeah, this is the battery pack. How am I gonna... Do they not have a cord? Is there really no cord, so I can't use this? It's not making much sense. I'll worry about that in a second. But yeah, here is the URSA Mini. Taking a look at the side of it here, you have some of your quick buttons on the side: record, rewind, pause and play, and fast forward. Your iris adjustment, your focus, F1 and F2, which will, I assume, is going to be like a function button. you have a 5-inch display on the inside here. It's pretty much like having a cell phone, but on the camera. It does rotate for, I believe, it doesn't go all the way back, which is kind of a bummer. But it feels stiff, so not like flimsy or anything at all. Again, inside you have more buttons that we see on the outside. You got a power button, your left and right volume adjustment here as well, if you want to do like an XLR input, or if you're having an external microphone attached to this. Here you have your 2 CFast card slots, which is where the CFast cards will go. And up here is maybe like some sort of firmware updater for that. You have your SDI out here, SDI in, your reference in or your time code, the 12-volt power supply, the headphone jack. Over here you're getting an SDI out, your 12-volt power in, and that's pretty much going to do it for some of the features. Up top you do have your audio XLR in behind this rubber coating here, so you can have 2 mics attached. Nice that they have that covered as well. And on this is like the little handle. You again have your I believe your record. I think this is going to be your iris button, and perhaps a zoom. I think these are going to be reprogrammable in the future with a firmware update. But that's pretty much it for now. I will show you guys a little closer look with this camera, getting some close-ups of this, and with my gear attached to it.
After using this thing for the rest of the night, I can confirm this thing is going to get me some Team Crispy quality. I can promise you guys that. Now, it's going to be around 2 to 3 weeks before you see me switch all of my content over to the URSA Mini. Reason being because I want to perfect my workflow. This thing is a lot more complex, definitely harder to use, and I don't know how to do a lot of the things yet. So once I get the workflow down, I'll start to switch over. I just want to learn it a lot more thoroughly first. And as I did mention earlier, I am rocking 2 CFast cards at 128 gigabytes a piece. And unfortunately, with the codec I'm shooting at only 1080p, 60 frames per second, I'm getting only around an hour with the 2 combined. I couldn't justify spending more than that, so I'll try to, again, perfect that workflow of dumping off footage between a certain amount of videos that I make. And of course, I went with that Sigma 18 to 35 YouTube lens. Definitely Team Crispy. It's what most of the people use, where you see that just that great high quality footage. And this thing paired on the URSA Mini is just a weapon. Like, it looks insane, and it still comes in at less than 7 pounds with both those things on. So I'm really pumped that I have this crazy big camera capable of all this great footage, and it still comes in at a weight where I can still one-hand it and use it out on the field. This display is a 1080p full touchscreen 5-inch display, very robust in the menus. You can go in and set the project name, the shot, the take, the scene, all that good stuff. In your audio settings, you can go in and change, what input you're using, what the microphone level for recording is. You can set a certain decibel padding, so it's gonna make the level a lot lower if you're just using it for reference. Just very great stuff. You can change all the codecs. Still possible of a 4K RAW codec, which is great. And the resolution, the sensor, the FPS for it. I'm probably going to be rocking 1080p for a while, again, until I get the whole workflow down pat, as I mentioned. Again, now in here you can change the display settings of all the overlays and the histograms of what you see. But it's just a really great menu, and I love the touchscreen. It's very responsive. There is a built-in microphone. Up top, you can see a little overhead. There are 4 1/4 inch screws for applying, certain hot shoes or adapters. On the bottom, you can see there is a full grill that runs through the camera, more mounting brackets as well, and there's a fan inside to keep it cool, but I haven't heard the fan going on at all. It is virtually silent, and I think altogether the Blackmagic design looks really, really great for this camera. So definitely be on the lookout for me switching over soon. I am really pumped to show you guys what I have to bring to the channel when using this URSA Mini. So thank you guys for checking out my little unboxing of it. I hope you're as pumped as I am, and get ready for some crispy product reviews. I'm randomfrankp. Have a good day.